Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of God and the singular, the most merciful God, the bestower of mercy. By they who tear forth with violence, and by those who draw forth with gentleness, by those who glide swimmingly, and by those who proceed and usher, and those who subordinately govern the affairs. On a certain day the disturbing shall disturb, and the subsequent blast shall follow it. On that day men's hearts shall tremble, their looks cast down. And verse 3 and 4 are of those ones that, we have 10 places in Koran where if you look at the Arabic, people say it refers to black holes because it fits the definition of it. You also have quasars and red giants and neutron stars mentioned in Quran. By black holes, yeah, I know it's not a hole, it's a dark star that attracts stuff, and yes, there's talk about the black star. Misbelievers shall say, shall we surely be made to return whence we came? After we shall have become rotten bones. They say, this, then, a return to loss. Verily it will be but one sounding, and behold, they shall be on the face of the earth. Hath not the story of Moses reached thee, when his Lord called unto him in the holy valley Tuah? Galweh is the ancient Egyptian for the two lands, the red land, black land. Go unto Pharaoh, for he is insolent, wicked, and say, hast thou to become just and holy? And I will direct thee unto thy Lord, that thou mayest fear. And he showed him the very great sign. But he charged with imposture and rebelled. Then he turned back hastily, and then he assembled, and cried aloud, saying, I am your supreme Lord. Wherefore God chastised him with the punishment of the life to come, and also of this present life. Verily herein is an example unto him who feareth. Is that Taqwa? No. That might be regard. Can't get the page to turn. And I'll do it. But, it's an example to speak up to the tyrants, and it's whether a person's an auto-deist or they call themselves the god of people or not. Rulers, whether presidents or kings, tend to say that's, that they've done things for their nation, that they've maintained their nations, and they've, they're the master of their nations. They to follow their rules instead of God's rules. But some are more open about this intention of rebellion. Are ye more difficult to create, or the heaven which God hath built? He hath raised the height thereof, and hath perfectly formed the same. And he hath made the night thereof dark, and hath produced the light thereof. After this he stretched out the earth, whence he caused to spring forth the water thereof, and the pasture thereof. And he established the mountains for the use of yourselves and of your cattle, and the prevailing. The great shall come on that day. Shall a man call to be exposed? Shall a man call to remembrance what he hath purposely done? And hell shall be exposed to the view of the spectator, and whose life And who shall have transgressed shall have chosen this present life. Verily, hell shall be his abode. But whoso have dreaded the appearing before his Lord, and shall have refrained his soul from lust, verily paradise shall be his abode. And the soul is sort of the thing that controls the you have impulses of your thoughts and emotions, but there's something else deciding other than your mere thinking. Bring the soul from lust, verily his paradise shall be his abode. They will ask thee concerning the last hour, when the fixed time thereof. By what means canst thou give any information of the same unto thy Lord, the period thereof? And thou art only a warner, who fearest the same. The day whereon they shall see the same, it shall seem to them as though they had not tarried longer than evening or morning thereof.